friends, this is Heidi. So I'm back the same day doing a WIP parade. It's gonna be section by section. So what I decided to do this time around, separate the fabrics from the projects. So now on, at least for now, I'm gonna hang the projects like this, and projects, the pattern with the floss is gonna be in a bag. So this way I feel like my fabrics are getting creases a lot of times. That's why I iron, because the creases are so severe, because some of them I don't get to stitch them for a year or two, then when I go back they have a crease. It's the same with the hoops or the Q-snaps. If you leave it for a long time, it will leave a pattern. No matter how much you iron it, that circle will show. So I'm gonna do by designer to designer instead of last time I did. We have a part-time cat, she just arrived. I just saw her, she's the cutest thing, and we are not a cat people, we are more a dog, but this cat is like person. Anyways, so what I was thinking, instead of doing like a season by season, I'm gonna do designer by designer. And quick surprise to me, I thought hats is the most, hands across the sea, but no, Mirabilia is the most WIPs I have. WIPs are work in progress, UFOs are unfinished projects that you have no problem. I also thought Blackbird Designs I had a lot. Apparently I finished most of my with dye needle and thread and Blackbird Designs, so I don't have a lot of those two. That was kind of surprising for me. So 16 Mirabilias. I did write down 7 hats, 6 blackbirds. I have 8 kids. I did not even know that. Kathy Berg, I have 9. She is the second most designs I have. That was surprising to me. I mean, WIPs I have. So it doesn't mean what happens is sometimes, like with dye needle and thread, I stitch a lot. But since hers is smaller, I finish them. Compared to Kathy Berg, I'm doing Hakwer and Hollow series, which is huge, like yearly thing. That's why Kathy Berg I have more, because I'm not able to finish as much. But my first video of this year, WIP update, I do have a Kathy Berg finish, so check that out. Let's see. I am gonna split hopefully 1 or 2 videos, no, 2 videos for sure. I'm gonna try very hard not to do 3. I'm recording with my cell phone because my iPad is uploading my first video and you cannot record and upload. And I also, YouTube kind of sent me like my last video, if you look at it, like I look at the views, they kind of did tell me, I don't know if I asked them or no, I did not ask them. I got some kind of notification that because of my location, I should consider now to upload at middle of the night, which I did my last video, because in middle of the night I'm like, oh, I have a lot of finishes, I'm just recording. I don't think through a lot, like I'm like, oh, I'm gonna get the viewers and stuff. I'm like, I like it, I recorded, I posted. So I don't do a lot of editing, a lot of putting thoughts like I should do this, like I should say that, like whatever I'm saying it right now I'm thinking. So YouTube told me like, hey, try not to upload middle of the night from your location, because viewers are not gonna see it. And also I've been notified if I put it, at least the way I do it, my YouTube, I lost my like comments because of that. Like I used to get emails, now I don't get it. So if I put few videos back to back, which my videos are very long, like 2-3 hour video, no, 1 or 2 hours, WIPs are longer. If I upload too many videos the same 24 hours, I do get not strike, but if something happens, my videos get either hold or notification. So I've been notified I cannot upload so many videos. Maybe the account, the way I set up, I'm not into like technology savvy, probably the way I set it up or something. So because I was one time I did like 2-3 videos in the same day because I want to do part 1, part 2, part 3. I did got a strike, not strike, but I cannot get my comments anymore. I have to go to my computer and get from there. So anyways, it's something that I have to figure out. That's why sometimes I lose comments, and I don't want people to be miffed about it. I'm having a little bit, I have to figure out things with my account. But if I do this video, even though I'm recording today, it's gonna upload 24 48 hours later. So if you're interested my WIP parade and stuff, maybe you wanna just check in or follow or put a notification, because I'm gonna have the WIP parade and also finish parade end of the 2025. So those are the 2-3 videos I'm gonna have this month. If it interests you, that's how I'm gonna do it. Okay, that's a lot of jibber jabbering for not showing any patterns. I'll start with the Needlework Press Lone Eagle Sampler. I should have shown this on the update video, but I forgot. I did since my last time I shown this pattern. I work quite a bit. So let's see, Needlework Press Lone Eagle Sampler, and I'm stitching on 40 count. I wanted the board, but I put the patterns on the board. I worked on 40. I'm working with so I don't have the flosses or fabric names. I just pulled out the pattern and the fabric. So this whole corner is new, and I'm trying to go up. I'm so used to my iPad, so I'm doing with my phone and my screen is smaller, but that's okay. I used to do it on my phone all the time. Okay, this one, so Needlework Press, how many do I have? I think I have 4. This is huge though. That's why, like, even though I have 4, but I have ginormous Charlotte Warrington 1838. I got from the Facebook group. It's free to join. I try not to buy everything they offer, but once in a while I cannot resist. I get the second, so this pattern was offered 3 times. I got it on the second time, so I got with the Wix dye work fabric. Oh, and it's beautiful. I'm kind of glad I got it with this group, because I do like Wix dye work, new Zweigart based dyeing. Their colors are unique to them. So this last year I worked a lot, but my latest one was the border. For interest of the stats, I did count all of them. I'm not going to show all of them, but I do have 106 WIPs, and a couple of them are right now not active, so I'm not showing those, but most of them I am working on them. And I have noticed that the reason I have a lot is I do finish my smalls and stuff, but because I do tend to pick a lot of larger projects, which contributes the WIP count and staying WIP for a long time. Like Charlotte was 400 by I'm trying to find the size. I thought I seen it. Sometimes I can find it, sometimes I cannot find it. 4K, okay, 449 by 466, so it's not a joke. Next one is Maria Clark. And I have the least amount of stitching from this collection, this one. Not because I don't like or anything, it just I concentrate on others. Again, I like it. I think if I hang them and there I have easy access to go through, like when I'm feeling what I want to stitch, when I have easy access and I can go through it, I might tend to pick them up more. That's also my thinking. And the fourth one from Needlework Press is Mary Hill. This is the one I think from this collection is gonna be finished first. And last year I worked a lot, so I just need this corner. When I say just, there's quite a bit. I also need to do the flowers on the border and everything else, but I can easily say this can be finished 2024. I'll put my white rabbit now, when I will do that, but I'm thinking probably here or here, because it says a little animal. That's why I might just think here. I'll figure out. It's fun, you know. I'm trying to not make very serious this whole cross stitching thing, because it's supposed to be fun. It's supposed to be hobby. It's not supposed to be like work or stressful, like. So I try to go easy with the whole Flosstube thing too, you know, like it happens. If I have a video, I'll show it. If I didn't finish anything, I will just not put up a video until I have something to show, something like that. Blackbird Designs, I Love More Strong. I know Kim contacted. Hi Kim, she finished it last year for the Blessing Sampler, I think. It's beautiful. I do want to work on her. I have not worked on her since my first time. This is one session of stitching. Okay, so I finished the 4 Needlework Press. So I'm gonna show you guys 6 Blackbird Designs. So this was number 1. It's good to have it. So what I did, I can show it to you guys. I printed out all the names and how many of each project I have, and on the side, so this is the how many projects I have, and second line of the numbers are general count for me. This is so cute. It was out of print for longest time, hard to find. Winter Wonderland. Once they reprinted it, I pounced on it. It's beautiful project. I am gonna work on it. I think R&R or something. It's a leftover fabric. It does have stain. That's how I got it. No, I got it from Farm Girl Dry Goods. She had a leftover, like scrubs bag. But I thought the colors look good. Look at the quilted flowers on the roof. I think those are geese, right? I wanna do those. I think they're gonna give a lot of variety. Like this, once I finish it, I think it's gonna look good. Oh, I know this one. I am using Vicky Clayton Silks. She has the packs. Well, you can ask for any of it, but anyways, she has the packs for it. This one I tried very hard to finish this year, but I didn't. So even though I'm already not feeling Christmas, but I am gonna try to work on it until I finish it, which is Christmas Garden. The cover is ripped, so a Home for Holiday book. Christmas Garden. And I'm using my own colors. I have given the changes of my colors my previous videos. I don't have it with me, but I have shown before. I'm using my own colors because I thought I want Christmas bright colors, so most of it is brighten up, and they're DMC, except no DMCs, huh? Oh, I did think I did change those, supposed to be red, to navy blue. That's the only change I did, but it's beautiful. It uses like 4 colors. This one, I'm not sure what happened. I was going, I changed I think because of the color conversion, I was not that great at that time when I did it, and kind of slowed me down. And I was so ambitious that year that I also put the year 2024, and it's 2026, and it's not halfway done. Oh joy, oh joyous day. So I was really ambitious for that one. So a joyous day. I have not worked for 2 years. I put the date. That was the mistake. I sabotaged myself, so I have not worked on it. Over here, I think I'm just gonna skip. I know she dedicated to her son and daughter-in-law, I think, the designers. I can just put oh joyous day, and I'm not gonna put anything, and maybe someday for my kids. 40 count 1/2, my own colors, variety of hand-dyed floss. And no, it's not the last one. We live in hope. It does have 2 patterns. I started this one, but I am drawn to this pattern too, the rose and stuff. So this is gonna be with for a while. I know this is a legacy linen with a legacy, not Lakeside, legacy linen with the Vicky Clayton silks. Hopefully I am putting in a frame, because when I put close I don't see it. Have a sister's love. This is a restart this year, 2025, because I made a huge mistake with my previous one. I showed you guys I made it into strawberry, but I really like this pattern, so I decided to restart. Different color of fabric. The first one was very dark. This one is lighter. I think this is R&R. R&R, I can smell it. Extreme R&R. Let's see. So I restarted it. It has a lot of eyelets. That's what I like. I think over here I made a mistake last time, so I was so frustrated. And you cannot pick eyelets. You can't. It ruins the fabric, so might as well just restart it. Eleanor Rigby. And it says at the back, Sweet Baby from, oh my god, you know, the whole group, Paul McCartney. In fact, my husband did fly him when he was married to his second wife. He met him a couple of times like that. Okay, so I just started it, called for 2/2. I think it's either Confederate gray or gray. I don't know what name they are using now. 2/2 with the called for colors. All right, those are the Blackbird Designs. All right, I'm gonna show 7 hands across the sea samplers, then we'll switch the bucket. First one is Hannah Green, 1826, 2024, Queen of the May. I just don't have one Queen of the May. One time I said I'll get later and it's out of print, but since then I've been getting all the queen, and before that too. So one time I decided not to get the Queen of the May and they run out. Okay, so Hannah Green, 1824. Lakeside linen. I do know this one. I got a lakeside linen. I was so happy about it. And I am working on it a little bit. So it says 4 colors for the border. So the same border you do light green, dark green, light yellow, dark yellow. So repetitive. It's not hard, but like I got a little bit by the time you get up there, like you have a couple of days stitching. So this year mostly I worked on it and I got all the way top, and I'm going this way. So I'm hoping I can like do a little bit here, a little bit there, because only grasses, like over here I have the ships, right? They don't show until the grasses get here, and there's a beautiful red house, but you know. And I am using Vicky Clayton silk on this one also. You will find it a lot of times I am using Vicky Clayton silk. It's a little bit more affordable, and I do like her silks. Italian sampler, and this is the name. And I have to called for silks. Let me see. So the red samplers I'm doing, I got the first box, red box. What is it called? Things Bright and Beautiful. No, I do have the boxes here. Travel plans or something like that. If you guys are interested, I do have 2 of the 3 boxes I can show. I generally don't show because if it, those kind of things, because I feel like if it's not available for everybody, some people might feel they're left out. So I managed to get 2 of the boxes out of the 3. The second box I have not gotten. I got the first and third one. Nicola Parkman, the designer, did mention it that she's working on the 4th red box. So the way I understand, usually she doesn't release those charts after her boxes are sold. So if I'm lucky, I'll get it. If not, I'll be happy I have 2 of them and I'll work on those. That's how I'm gonna go about it. But yeah, this is first box. I have not yet worked from the second box I have, but I am intending to, actually I want to work all of them, but I want to finish a couple before I jump in for another one. Aunt Thomas, 1854. This should have been a finished 2025. It's not, and I'm a little bit disappointed, but that's okay. I'll show it a couple more times, this beauty, before, excuse me. Yeah, I'm all over the place. 36 count. Either it's extrude design or R&R fabric. Winter brew or cafe, winter brew for R&R, or cafe mocha or something for the, I didn't keep the fabric thing because at that time I was not doing Flosstube. I started 2022 or 2021. So I really love this design, and I'm using DMC, guys. 36 counts DMC, not counts, 36 count DMC 1/2. And at that time I also, well, still now I have a problem of counting fabrics. Sometimes I'm lazy, so I have very little left on my side, but it's still okay because first I decided to do this, which I did. Then I'm like, boy, those are beautiful. I want those too. So I'm like, why aren't you stitching if you like it? It's not a competition. If it takes 10 years, that's fine. So I end up stitching rest of it, and yeah, we'll see. So this year I worked a lot. All of this is this year's. This is like a couple of years ago. Last 2 years I worked a lot, including the 1/1. So this is all I have. This tiny bit of brown flower like this. I'm gonna have a brown, creamy brown flowers with the black, you know, highlights. I have to finish this vase. It's like close to it, but not exactly. And, you know, bring the like thin flowers, like this part gets thinner and match. And this huge thing, they match, which is like, wow. See, over here, I was so scared that I'm gonna be off. I was like, whoa. Okay, I talk too much for one project, but I love it. I'll bring closer, you guys can see it. When I finish this is gonna be one of my Flosstube highlights. It's beautiful. I'm just impressed with the design. There's also the vase. I want to start one huge one, but I do want to finish Aunt Thomas before I started. There's a hoop. It's gonna fall and make a noise. This one I started birthday stars, Sarah Stitches Spot. Hi Sarah. And everybody started with them. We love them. And Stitching Bunny, but I started with them, and then Squirrel, is that what you call it? I end up stitching a bunch of others, but once Shalonor is done, I do want to pick her up. A lot of color changes, but it's beautiful. Oh, I would say this is a limited edition sampler exclusive to Hobby House Needleworks, but I've seen it in their, it's been available for a long time and everybody gets it. I did get the call for DMCs, got the fabric, was not partial with it, so I chose Needle Flax Nirvana. I know that one. So a lot of times for the tabby cat, this very modeled fabric, I switched to Nirvana, which is the softer version of the called for fabric. I think 40 count. When I say something like, oh, I did not work, it doesn't mean I don't like the designer or the design or the fabric. It just means it did not work visually for me at that moment. I might just turn around next moment, choose that fabric for something interesting and love it. So sometimes it just doesn't work visually for me, but I still love that fabric. I love the designers. I love, like, even if I UFO it, I'm UFOing 2 of the Kathy Barrick designs, but from the statistics I am seeing, I'm stitching the most from Kathy Barrick designs. It doesn't mean I don't like Kathy Barrick's design. That's mean those 2 designs, the way I chose the fabric versus the floss did not work for me, or I got tired of it, so I'm retiring those. But you know, it sometimes the, you know, stitching mojo comes and goes for people, and it has nothing to do with the designer or the floss or company or the fabric company. It has a lot to do with what state of mind I am. Like for a long time I was not stitching her. It doesn't mean I don't like her. I love lavender and lace designs. I have a couple of them and I stitch a lot of them. Actually, I don't know if I can show. That's also lavender and lace. Elizabeth's Garden. I used to stitch more lavender and lace than Mirabilia, but for 2 years I could not touch it, and I picked it up and I finished it. So I just want to make sure people understand when we are UFOing or saying we are changing it or not liking the fabric, it doesn't mean we don't like the designer or the dyer or the company. It just means at that moment, that fabric, that design, that floss did not work for me. That's how I understand. So anyways, with all the speech, I'm Johnson, 1832. This is also exclusive traditional stitches, Canada. I think I got bogged down this area. The house was all uneven stitches. Then this area too has a lot of, I don't know, I should have just skipped it. Once I go pass by this, I love this part. I should have just stitched that part, but anyways. And the fabric is called for with the DMCs. Pay attention to the windows. They're all uneven stitches, like one over two. Like you take one strand of floss from this and two strands over there, so they're uneven. What is happening with my hair? And the fabric is Tabby Cat, Tickety Boo. This color will work also great for the for this one. If you guys are interested, 40 count Tickety Boo would work perfect. I don't know what is the code for this. Based on we have provided DMC. Sometimes it's right there, the fabric name and stuff, and sometimes I have to look for it, but you're looking cute stuff. I cannot find it, the code for fabric. It's right there probably, I'm just not seeing it. All right, I'm not seeing it. This is a perfection also. This is also a big one, 400, 200 by 400. Like my hands across the seas, I am choosing I used to choose only the big one, so I'm right now choosing a little bit more smaller one, which is smart. This one is Elizabeth Duff. So if you guys are interested, I found it the most, maybe they are, I know the company does a lot of exclusive with the company Hobby House. I find a lot of variety of paper charts there. They do have PDFs, but the PDFs I get it from the Hands Across the Sea. But if I'm also a collector, I like the PDFs. I found out from one of my full coverage. After a while it disappears, but paper copy is yours if you want to collect it or resell it later on. I do like their books, so I do tend to get the paper copy, but sometimes I do get PDFs. But paper copy, I found almost if not all the collection Hobby House has it. And a lot of new stuff. This is not a big one, so it has a potential of finishing. Called for fabric, Saralge. And last but not least is Jessie Chalonor. This is also exclusive. I am doing the brights with the Mason linen, which I said it before. I did not work before with Mason linen, but the colors are perfect for samplers as well. And I'm doing the brights, and since my WIP parade, this is all new, and I think one or two probably flowers too. All right, I'm gonna put those away and bring another collection. I'll be right back. All right, this is a continuation of the video I recorded another day. So I'm just gonna do period of couple of days, and I'm gonna put them together. It seems like it's too much to do it in one day. So today I'm gonna do one of my biggest lists besides Mirabilia. I'll do that separately, or Fancy Ladies. I just have 2 Fancy Ladies left from the Lavender and Lace, and I don't have another Fancy Lady designer that I stitch from right now. So I'm gonna do the Kathy Barrick / Carriage House samplings. I'm gonna do Plum Street samplers and with dye needle and thread. And I was surprised that I don't have a lot with dye needle and thread, which I stitch a lot. Apparently I do finish all of her work because hers are smalls. I stitch a lot of her smalls, so it goes faster. I think that's the thing. I just remembered I need to put my phone into Do Not Disturb, because usually the moment, you know, you are recording, everybody calls. So I'm gonna start from the top pile, which is, put it this way, Frederic. I started last year, but Frederic has a companion piece. Where's this? And Frederica was stitched 2021. I do keep them together because I know if I misplace them, I'm not gonna find it. I don't have a good organization system where I can keep all my finishes. So most of them are hanged with the hangers in my closet, but I still have to come up with a better solution for my entire pile, you know. So this is Frederic. I used my own color at that time when I started Frederica. 2020 I started it, 2021 I finished it. There was a shortage of fabric, floss and stuff, so I chose from my own stash. So the colors I had to use the same as the Frederica. I will show it in a minute. And what was I gonna say? It's 36 count color and cotton fabric, but this is I think before they open up the separate shop, I do think that in one point they were selling on Etsy. At least I got it from Etsy. This is one of, I know the way they wrapped the fabric, it was the old packaging. 36 count, 1/2. So this is the Frederica. I'm going with her color to do this one. Just gonna put back on me because I don't have any other place. Oh, my favorite one. Last year I was obsessed about this one, From Velvet to Linen. I'm using called for MPI silks on 36 count, and most of it I'm using I'm stitching 1/2, except this and the darker part of these flowers I'm doing 2/2. Actually I'm doing 1/2 twice. So with one strand I stitched it, then I go over it one more time. That's the only exception I'm doing, From Velvet to Linen. This, when I saw the pattern, I was like, that's beautiful, you know, one of those that like I must stitch. So a lot of people have stitched on Instagram, Flosstube, and I don't blame them. I always admire when I see people stitch it. I'm like, oh, okay, you can do this. Oh, okay, you can do this, but like this fabric. But I am happy with my choices. I know this is 36, but when I to separate, I will let you guys know the dyer. I chose 36 for the ease. Lately I've been having a hard time with seeing smaller counts, so I do like to, if I want to stitch fast and I want to see result, I do pick up 36. This is Garden Vegetables. Yeah, it's Kathy Barrick, not the Carriage. I thought it was Carriage. She used to design under the Carriage house as well. That's why I put it in same category. I know now it's a separate, like her sister her sister Kathy Barrick's is Mary Barrick, or Marty Barrick is Carriage House Designing, and Kathy Barrick is designing under her name, but I thought it's a family, and you know. So this one, I should have shown this first because you don't see anything from there. This is very old design. It's beautiful, and I love this old, like it reminds me a little bit of a Starbucks mermaid, a little bit of the old you know, sailors folklore mermaids, whatever it is. It kind of, I do stitch a lot of mermaids, so it's not like something that I'm not used to stitching. Oh, you know what, I showed wrong idea, but I did not show this one. I showed the garden vegetables, but I showed the I totally messed up. Okay, so garden vegetables is this one. That makes sense more. Okay, never mind, I talk too much. And this is with the DMCs. Let's see, Uncle Sam. I started on Mania. I did a lot of Americana this year. It's 36 count, 1/2 with my own colors. This is just a rough start. I need to do a lot before it comes to life. It's like 1 day of stitching. Uncle Sam, but it's a small one. This one is a Christmas Quaker stacking. I love this shape. I'm gonna stitch this, but I have no idea how I'm gonna finish it. This is easier. A lot of people stitch this. Colorado cross stitcher actually finished it and framed it. It looks awesome, but I have a lot of, I like the uniqueness of this. I don't know how I'm gonna execute this. I did get immediately right after the market, then I got an email. I think for the stacking, this part was missing on my pattern, so I got an email. I printed out. So probably if you were one of the people from the first group, you might have got the email for that too. But I think going forward, the designer did adjust that part. And I know this one is 40 count hog bristle, so I got the whole yard, and I've been, is it a hog bristle? No, bee's knees, seraphim. But I do have the whole, they look really close to each other. I have a whole yard of hog bristle. That's what I was gonna say, and I assume everything is hog bristle now. So it's a Quaker. This is softer, more muted Christmas. I tend to like more loud Christmas colors, but once in a while it's fun to mix it up, the loud with the muted colors. This one, I've been UFOing, then bringing back, and like on and off. So I have over here, this is timeout. I have it up to here finished. The only one I have not started yet is this and this. So no, actually House of Hakran Hollow I have pattern too. Anyways, we are here to see the maps of Hakran Hollow. And it's too big. All right. So this is not fences and down is my work. Fences and up, including the bird, is another stitcher's work. I got it from eBay. The family of the stitcher was selling her stash, which I told my daughter to do it. If anything happens to me, I'm like, go through my stash and try to sell them if you don't, So I bought it with the pattern and her floss and everything. So I'm continuing on 16 count Ada. 2/2. The only thing I changed is the blue color, so I'm gonna take out this blue and I'm gonna put this variegated blue. I feel like it has more movement, but it's a lot of stitching. Christmas at Hakran Hollow, and I'm using Vicky Clayton silks. I should put more tags so I know the fabrics, so it's easier if I put the so I have to make time and label my fabrics. Probably I'm gonna make a day out of it and label everything. So this way, because I want to keep them separate from the patterns, first it's too bulky in the shelves, plus they get too crunchy and squished. So I'm trying to hang them, the fabrics, separate from the thing. So whole year I've been working on this one. There are always, even if it's my favorite you know, design, there are some blocks that really slow you down. There are some blocks that go fast, like this block went really fast. This block is really slow. I already showed this one. Autumn at Hakran Hollow. And also I'm using Vicky Clayton silks. I'm afraid to say it, but I think it is a hug bristle from the yard that I have it. So, let me see if I can show. This is really tall project, so this is the only block I have and the top. But the whole project is a movie. And okay, but I lost it. I have Farms of Hakran Hollow, and this is the close-up. I do have everything, all the borders done. So what I need is, whenever I feel like it, I can just fill in the blanks, the boxes. This is the only one that I have one line per box because of the fabric. Over here I was running low, so that's what I did. Otherwise I would have come up to here, like I would have been up to here. If I used 2 lines for each, it would get bigger. This is earlier start, platinum, 40 count, 1/2. So now we're gonna go Plum Street samplers. So I did finish a lot of Plum Street samplers too, because I did smalls, but last year I started a couple of them. It's American sampler. Why did I do that? I should have gone with the order, right? All right, you know what? American sampler is not at the top, so let's go with this one. When I find it, I find it. I think I did not bring this pattern. This is the Heritage sampler, 40 count, 1/2. I know it's a Plum Street, but this is the second time I'm recording this one, so I thought I took out the pattern, but I guess I didn't. So last year I worked mostly on the side, the border. From inside I just need to fill in the yellow over here. Everything else is stitched. And this is one of the earliest ones, so I need to finish this. I think I need to do something over here too. Maybe quilt star or something. But I know over here I do need to fill in. So I have this one. This I know. Espresso 36 count R&R 1/2. And over here, this is the door color, this is the church color, so I switched it. I made this church color to door color because it was blending in with my fabric. It's not the called for. So that's the only change I made. And I also added a couple of tiny beads on the peacock, because it's a peacock and I thought peacocks are fancy. This one is American also, so a lot of people have stitched it, finished it. I've been googling all of them, and finally I started last year again. I had to frog out the flowers and redo it. That's why it's not as much needle and flax fabric. There's not much. I could have gone further if I didn't have to pull out these flowers and redo it. Let me see. 1/2 with the called for colors. I have not changed it, although I have seen people make it brighter. I do like that version too, but it's easier just to go with what designer suggested. Spring Moon. Oh, in case wondering, today is the September 11 or 12. So I was watching Attic Flosstube. I'll keep this up so you don't have to stare at me. And they are releasing Plum Street samplers, 250 sampler. It's exclusive to Attic, and they are releasing it to the public. They are not waiting a year before they're releasing it, because it is 250, and this month, January 2026, they are releasing. If you guys want to stitch it, they do sell the chart alone with the call for floss or with the silks and the fabric. So I did order, I called in and ordered the called in floss, hand dyed floss, and the chart, because the silks, even though they are gorgeous, it was a little bit out of my budget. But if you can, oh my god, it's beautiful. So 250 anniversary palette exclusive is available. Attic Needlework. So I did order form. Then after I did the order form, next morning I called, and which is this morning, and I gave them the payment information and they process it. But they did say they have thing going on this week, so they're not shipping anything until, and the lady who took my order, she said that they are getting so much calls, so they're gonna be backed up by their orders. But she said they're gonna process as it comes. So if you're like me, you just heard of it, go get it. Summer Moon, this is also patriotic a little bit. It says the flag, so I should pinwheels and the flag. It's kind of cool. So I have it says 3 buildings. I only have one small building, one color, the big one and the third one. This is actually out of the all of them, it's one of the less dense one, dense for palette. This is the one I have most stitches on, Winter Moon. And I'm working with the 36 count Abecedarian. I'm assuming that's an R&R also. I have finished the entire house. I had the bricks already done, mortar, the roof, windows, back stitching on the windows, and the moon I'm gonna fill in. Yeah, well, I do have the chimneys and the, yeah, I do have I still have a lot to do, even though it's like, it's a small, it's not like 800 stitches, but I mean height, or 400, but she does put a lot of design in that small space. This one I only have the border, the Altitude Welcome. I love it, but I don't know why I have not picked up the entire year. I just done the border. I don't even know what is up, what is down. I did not mark it. I have to look my stitches which way they go to figure that out, but that's all I have for this one. All right, and okay, that's all the with the Plum Street samplers. So I'm gonna go to with my needle and thread. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them, and like I said, hers are small, so this one should have not even been a WIP, but it is. Bobbing for pumpkins. I was trying to finish it. I think in one point I misplaced it, I couldn't find it. Then the Christmas staging started it, so I'm using my own colors, my own fabric, 40 count, 1/2. I know the fabric is a kitten stitcher fabric, Graham fabric. This one is the Beekeeper sampler. I did change the blue. It's gray, but I changed the house to blue. I liked it, and the fabric is needle and flax fabric. Oh, come on, don't do that. I know, and I think the floss is a color and cotton. It's only house, but the house is the biggest one. Once you stitch the house, you can build around it. The same with here. Summer, from this of the seasons, I have only started the summer because I was doing 250, so I was trying to start all the patriotic ones. Again, only the house. 36 count iced cappuccino. I don't know who's the dyer. It comes like this. Should have been finished. Gum body. This one I cut from my fabric because I wanted to do the witch with the same color. I am gonna frame my own this one or finish it on my own, so this is enough, but I do know it's, I cut it quite close. So I was doing 1/2 36 count. This is a Margarita fabric name. Oh, it's a beautiful fabric. So my cat was really see-through. I had to, like, I already had 1/1. I had to go 1/2. I had to go 1/2 again, so it became 2/2. And I do think for that color, I should have done 2/2. And coming to America, oh, this pattern, when I missed it when it was exclusive, then she released it, I bought it, and I'm just here for longest time. I have not worked on it last year at all. When I'm doing this WIP parades, I really want to stitch everything I see. So I do love all my projects. So next pile is Scattered House. No, yeah, Scarlet House. Scattered House. I am scattered. Scarlet House. And for the Scarlet House, I have 4. Little Red Chair sampler. I wanted to do last year's blessing sampler, but I stitched this much and I'm like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna do this, and I switched to a smaller blessing sampler last year from the hats, which was a smart choice. This has a lot of stitching and a lot of color change. Martha Evans, 1879. This is called for DMCs, although I did change the red and the greens on this tree to red is the silks for your silk and the green is a hand-dyed green. That's the only change I did. The rest is as called for. And out of all of them, I think this is the closest to finish. So wish me luck. I don't, hopefully, if I have another WIP parade. Like, I have a couple of them that I do not want to show again for my WIP parade because I want to finish it, not because I want to UFO it. Is the Little House Needleworks Kringles. This one, Needlework Press one. I have like 3-4 that I'm, besides Heartstring Samplery Coffee Quaker and the Just Nuns Freedom Flower. Those are all gonna be not WIP, at least for the 2027. Although it looks like I'm being ambitious, but this part doesn't have a lot. It's the like you make it, it's her name, and on the side I have this flower which is gonna be big. I feel like mostly is done, like at least 70%. That's why I say it. Oh, it is body count. Seraphim, Old Stationery, another beautiful sampler fabric. I have purchased, like if I see a sampler fabric that I like, I do purchase a yard and then cut and use it all over the place. Rachel Howell. This is earlier start, and it has a lot of stitching. So I am chipping on it little by little, but I don't know when I'm gonna have a finish on this. I am using Vicky Clayton silk, and I'm using more the fabric is more, has a gray undertone or muted undertone. It's not golden. So last year, 2025, this is all I've been able to do from this. So if I want, it has a lot of stitching, especially these flowers are all a lot of stitching. So if I want to have a I want to see results, I need to pick up more than 1 or 2 times. Which one? This is the one of her earlier ones, Sarah Elizabeth Brooks. I got this one because of the house, is their logo. I thought it was pretty symbolic, and the beautiful house. I love this color. It's not called for, it's a new Seraphim color, pear something. Oh, it says a green pear undertone, and I love it. I done a little bit of 1/1. I think over here I already discovered Swarzafin flosses. Oh, excuse me. I got some more Swarzafin for 1/1s. I think I have one block. I have one block, but I want to get another block. I couldn't, but I'm getting some Swarzafin because for 1/1s, this is for different projects. This one is for my white rabbit, these two, and those are for other 1/1s or something. So I'm trying to slowly collect my Swarovski collection too. All right, this is another pile. I'm gonna put them away, and I'll see you guys with another group of collection.